Have you been watching? Are you listening? I hope you do. Hey, Africa is waking up. What I would have thought would be waking up for good could be disastrous. Please, somebody, anybody, reach to two people in Africa and tell them that their motive and intentions are dangerous not for their country alone, but for Africa. Please, first and foremost, reach to Mr. Maluma. His words and actions sound dangerous. He's inciting violence. Those chants. Hey, I used to like to listen to this guy because he was a really engaging speaker. Nowadays, I'm scared to listen to this man. You know? And I'm hoping that most of South Africa is not actually listening to him, because Africa, they can't do that no more. South Africa is finally making progress because South Africa came through apartheid and is finally settling into peace and stability. When there's peace and stability, there's always going to be productivity. Anyhow, you start a war and start fighting and violence again, you're going for destruction. Nelson Mandela will be turning in his grave. Please, tell that man, if you're going to unite South Africa, unite them for productivity, peace, and love. Then come the president of Nigeria. What is he thinking? Who is he trying to impress? He can't be Nigerian, because I think his approach is dangerous for himself. That if he realizes that he wants to set bloodshed among the African people to fulfill the mandate of the West, what that will in turn do is number his days. Because if the rest of Africa is saying, we are fed up not being able to sit at the table on a bilateral level and be able to hold equal and powerful discussions when it comes to trade and our natural resources with those who are taking it consistently, yeah, and they're standing up against that, but you want to whip them into accepting that, it means that your people who have a massive percentage of that same natural resources, those same natural resources, are going to come against you. So he needs to be careful that he doesn't incite a coup within his own country with his intentions to go starting a war in Niger. I don't think the Nigerian people are going to support it. I don't think they're going to support going out there and start killing their brothers and sisters. The two words are almost spelled the same, which means they must be from the same branch of people, same tribe, same descendant. They are brothers and sisters, their bloodline there. You're asking them to start killing each other. To please who? Mate, if you really want to see a productive and a stable Africa, what you would do is try to get France back around the table with Niger and pay them what is the market value of the uranium that is being harvested out of those countries on a daily basis. Encourage the leadership of Niger to set up industries that are sustainable for the development of the nation, to build power plants so they could give light, build roads so the people could have decent road, build water plants, they could have water for, all the bits that gives them a decent, we're not talking a luxurious life, we're talking a decent basic standard of living. That would be productive. But trying to go inside and whip that, noticing Niger has the world's youngest generation. Yeah, more than half of the population is under 15. Do you really want them to grow up and have to suffer the way their parents suffer because you decide to whip them into accepting hardship, punishment, and I don't want to use the word enslavement, but working for nothing while they themselves can eat bread every day? No, man, come on. I swear, ECOWAS didn't elect you as the leader of ECOWAS for that reason. And you should think about it. Why and what does ECOWAS stand for? And while you're thinking of war, look at the people in your country and see how they buy into your story. And if they're not willing to support your mandate, do a U-turn. Yes, swallow your pride, lessen your ego, do a U-turn and call for unity. Yeah, call for unity, strengthen the call of Niger for bilateral agreement to empower trade, delivering value for money to the nation for their resources. That would be productive. Anyway, Africa is waking up. Hey.